man, we about to get to that net grit. What it do, what it be, you know what it is when you see me. Big Foe in this mug with y'all. We back with more power talk, man. Hey, talk to me nice, bro. Talk to me nice. Corday album was fire, bro. I got some reaction videos for y'all too. Don't trip. Don't trip. It's just, hey man, I just really want to know. I'm really trying to make sure I'm tapped in when this new episode come out. All right. We got the Drew versus Kane situation. Is Kane go against the family, or is he, gonna lift his nuts a little bit and he gonna stay that shooter, that Slaughter Gang shooter for the family? We finna tap in right now. You know who got the info for us? Shout out Movie Bot, and we get into it.
Now, Kane is someone who's learning, but he's still being manipulated at the same time. And this is why he still acts before he thinks. And this is one of the main reasons why Lorenzo prefers Drew over Kane. But the jealousy is something that started to grow within Kane in episode 6, because he saw how Lorenzo was playing Drew so close. And the thing is, he was promised that when the time comes, he would be the one to take over the family business. And with him thinking he's found a connect, he believes he's earned this right. But with Lorenzo preferring Drew, all this is going to do is contribute towards the Tejada split and lead towards Drew versus Kane. So in this video, we're going to dive deep on Lorenzo's relationship with Drew and Kane, how he contributed towards this Tejada split, and how he's foreshadowed what's to come from the connect that Kane has, and how Kane's actions will have implications on
Speaking
Drew.
of which, hey,
So
my
stick
bad,
with this
new
video till
subs,
the end.
welcome.
Now,
Smack the
foundation
sub
for
button.
this video, we have to
Smack the
understand
like button.
why Kane is
Everybody,
angry.
let me
We
know
have
what
to
the
take
deal
it back
is.
to season
Comment for
1,
me.
episode 6. When Kane went to go visit Lorenzo, he told him that he needs to learn how Monet runs shit. So when it's his turn, he knows how to run shit. So in Kane's mind, he's always been the next in line to take over the family business, whether that's from Lorenzo or from Monet. And naturally this is the case, because he's the eldest out of the Tejada kids. Well, technically Zeke is, because Courtney Kemp did confirm in a Q&A that Zeke is the eldest. But Lorenzo was telling Kane one thing, but thinking another, because he's always been their soldier, and that's it. In Lorenzo's mind, Drew was the right one to take over because of how smart he is, his ability to make decisions, and keep a cool head, and also be able to hold it down in the streets. Diana belongs in school, and Kane's the bodyguard, and the muscle to the Tejadas. But because of what Lorenzo fed to him in season 1, Kane was expecting things to be different when Lorenzo was released from prison because of what he promised him. But what was Kane expecting? Lorenzo's the head of the Tejada family, and he was running things even from inside. So did Kane really think that he was going to take orders from his son as the plug? Someone who was constantly going against the family on a number of occasions, and put a number of them in harm's way. For example, Zeke and Drew. Of course he wasn't. And one of the issues with Kane is, he thinks he's the one who saved his family business by finding a new connect, Mecca, in episode 1. But in reality, did Kane find him, or did Mecca find Kane? Nothing is ever a coincidence in power, and him arriving in New York at a time where there's a vacant supply position available, not too long after Ghost was killed, and not too long after Rico had been killed, and him bumping into Kane and Lil Guap wasn't just by chance. So it's fair to say, what Kane has always wanted is to be shown love and respect from Lorenzo and Monet for what he's done for the family. But all he's done is got the complete opposite when Lorenzo started to play Drew so close to him when he came out of prison. And Kane has always been one to say Drew's not built for this game, especially when he had to pull his piece and shot up Lil Guap's place in season 1. But is Kane underestimating Drew? I think so, because the biggest advantage you can have is being underestimated. But Kane's jealousy with how Lorenzo wants to take Drew to meet the connect, and him having playing him second in command, is going to be his downfall, because Kane always does something drastic and makes emotional-based decisions when things don't go his way. And this is still the case, even though he's being mentored by Mecca. And I'll give you an example. When Kane told Mecca that he was leaving town, Mecca said, "Is there anybody else you can pin this on?" Now, Mecca didn't specify Tariq, but Kane went ahead and planted the badge in Tariq's drawer. But he missed a fundamental principle from Law 15. Always crush your enemies totally, never go halfway, and give them an opportunity to come back. And this is what he failed to do with Tariq. And did you guys see the look on Kane's face when he realized that Tariq was out on bail?
Even though he's out on bail, I figured I'd repurpose my white privilege.
This was the look of a man who knows he fucked up. So is it beyond reasonable doubt to think that Kane will mess up once again when Lorenzo and Drew meet Mecca? I definitely think so, and I'm going to come back to this in just a moment. But with Kane telling Lorenzo that he's the connect now, Lorenzo replied with, when he goes wrong with his connect, because it will bring that same energy. And this is a classic example of why Lorenzo has always favored Drew over Kane. Because of this very exact reason, Kane really doesn't think about the bigger picture, and he's always been one who bounces to whoever gives him this love and respect that he's been searching for. At first, he was telling Monet that this is Dad's house. Everything that she has is because of Lorenzo, and we all saw how happy he was when he was released. But now that he's realized that Lorenzo prefers Drew over him, he's flipped sides again, and we saw Kane telling Lorenzo this.
But you back home, you don't have shit. You're living off my mother. So, what are we talking about, man?
He told him that you're living off my mother, and this is Kane yo-yoing between whoever benefits him. But Lorenzo knows Kane better than he knows himself, and he also knows Drew. He instantly spotted Drew's weakness when Ev walked into the house. And I really wouldn't be surprised to see Lorenzo eliminating Ev, or making Drew have no choice but to eliminate him himself, because this is what would really leave Drew with no humanity left. And this is the only thing that's tying him to the normal world, and we haven't once seen him draw since he got shot. He tried in episode 1 of season 2, but he couldn't. So Ev is his only escape, and Lorenzo knows this. Peep how we looked at Drew's phone in this scene.
And I'm taking your advice.
Lorenzo knew full well what he was doing by stopping him going to see Ev, and instead turned his attention to the family business when he tasked him to tell Kino, but just to follow him and report back. And we saw him putting the family business first. But who's still eager to prove his worth? That's Kane. He's still looking for this respect from his father, and I can see him doing something stupid, like following Drew when he tells Kino, and maybe taking Kino out, which starts a war with the BSKs. Because let's not forget, Kane has done this before when he followed Drew to Lil Guap's place, albeit because Monet asked him to, but Kane would still think he's not built for it, so I can definitely see Kane following Drew in this scene. And whatever Kane's done where he said he did what he had to do to protect the family, which could have been killing Kino or harming Ev or something else, it's just going to result in Kane versus Drew. And Lorenzo definitely has to take a fair share of the blame for this split, unintentional or not. He caused this feud and divide between the brothers, mainly because of Kane's jealousy, of course. But Lorenzo comes into the family after being inside for 10 years, and all of a sudden, he's changing things for everyone. But whatever Kane's done, it's time for Drew to realize that he's just out for himself. Just like Diana learned when she found out that he was behind the powdered sugar move. And slowly you can see not just Drew turning against Kane, but Diana as well, because she's been questioning his motives for a while. And then we can see Lorenzo being fed up with Kane. So I can see Drew siding with Lorenzo, and Kane definitely siding with Monet again, in the short term anyway. But I do think Diana is somewhat stuck in the middle. Even though she is Daddy's girl, I think Tariq could have a say in which direction her character goes. Because she's someone
she
who
just
wants
be
to go
doing
to school,
stuff to try to get her way.
specifically. But
She
hustle
gonna
at the
get
same
off
time.
doing shit
She wants
like
to
that.
basically do what Effie does, which is why we saw her asking Effie to teach her. But
We don't
Lorenzo
need
doesn't want
another
this for her.
Effie.
He just wants her to go to St. John's University, where they've paid for her tuition already. So I think Diana is still one to watch. But coming back to Drew, Kane, Lorenzo, and Mecca, can Drew do something that Kane's failed to do? And that's suss Mecca out. Because it does seem like Lorenzo and Drew will meet Mecca in episode 7. So let's see if Drew is smart enough to realize that Mecca isn't what he seems. As I said, we can't underestimate Drew, and Kane can't underestimate him either. So let's see what happens when this meeting goes down. And whatever's kicked this off between the two, you can bet it's something big for Drew to lose his mind. Because the only two occasions where he's flipped a switch was when someone did or something against the family, and that was Lil Guap putting a gun to Zeke's knee, and the reporter who spoke about Lorenzo being inside for manslaughter. So if Kane's gone against the family once again, it's about time they all realize they're better off without him, and maybe realize it's in their best interests to send him down for Jabari and Ramirez's murder, because he really does have to pay for what he's done. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section, and let me know what you make of Drew versus Kane, and why do you think Drew's attacking Kane? Do you reckon he's gone against the family again? Drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 2 Ghost and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, that was that Drew versus Kane. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Will Kane go against the family? Because low-key, all the stuff that Kane did to screw the family over, he really tried to help the family, you know what I'm saying? But other situations, he really just tried to make it out for himself, for real. As far as him finding the plug and him becoming the plug, I really think that he did that to help the family because he knew the family wasn't really pushing weight like that and all that stuff. So me personally, I think that last situation that he went through, I think he did it for the family. As far as him getting jammed up for Jabari and Ramirez's murder, I don't know how that's going to plan out. That might be what Tariq revenge is type deal, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're going to kill Kane. I just think they're going to lock him up and then Kane going to come back 4th season or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, hey, I'm out of here. I will catch y'all when I catch y'all. Live by the foe, die by the foe. If y'all know what it is, say it with me. Loyalty, respect, hustle, and motivation. I am out of here.